If you have ever heard newsreels or movies from the 1930s or 1940s, then you probably have heard that old-timey voice. This type of pronunciation is called the transatlantic or mid-Atlantic accent, and it isn't like most other accents. Instead of evolving, the transatlantic accent was acquired. This means that most people in the United States were taught to speak in this voice. Historically, transatlantic speech was the hallmark of aristocratic America. In boarding schools across New England, students learn the transatlantic accent as an international norm for communication. This is similar to the way posh British society used received pronunciation, essentially the way the Queen and aristocrats are taught to speak. It has several quasi-British elements, such as a lack of rhoticity. This means mid-Atlantic speakers drop the R in the end of words like winter or clear. They'll also use softer British vowels, dance instead of dance. Another thing that stands out is the emphasis on clipped sharp T. In American English we often pronounce the T in words like writer and water as D's. But transatlantic speakers will hit that T like it's still sounding like reader or water. But this speech pattern isn't completely British nor completely American. Instead, it's a form of English that's hard to place, and that part of why Hollywood loved it. There's also a theory that technological constraints help mid-Atlantic's popularity. According to Professor Jay Oberski, this pronunciation is a vestige from the early days of radio. Receivers had very little bass technology at the time, so it was very difficult, if not impossible, to hear bass tones on your own device. So what happened to the transatlantic accent? Well, linguist William Labob notes that mid-Atlantic speech fell out of favor after World War II, as fewer teachers continued teaching the pronunciation to their students. That's one of the reasons the speech sounds so old-timey to us today. When people learn it, they are usually learning it for acting purposes rather than for everyday use. However, we can still hear mid-Atlantic speech from recordings of people like Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn, and Franklin D. Roosevelt.